before we get started on today's workout, just ensure you've done your warm-up and your shoulder mobilization work before we start. So just a quick freeze frame here guys, just to show you where your lats are, because I will be referring to lats quite a lot here. So our first exercise is a straight arm pull down using the rope. So I'm leaning forward, stretching out my lats, contracting, pulling through my lats as I stand up. You want to keep a small bend in the elbows the whole time, and all the movement is coming from my shoulder joint. So you don't want your elbow to bend or straighten at all. So I want you to go nice and slow. Concentrate on where you're feeling the movement. Don't rush, don't cheat yourself, take your time, feel every rep. So we're supersetting that with a dumbbell bent over row. Now the movement that we did in our warm-up, our shoulder blade retraction, that's the movement that we're doing with our dumbbells here. So we're separating the shoulder blades as far as we can and then bringing them together as close as we can. You want to think about driving your elbows back and up nice and high. So this is wrong guys. Pull the weight back. This is correct. So complete the rest of your sets before you move on. Second exercise is a close grip pull down. So here I'm stretching my lats as far as I can, thinking about again separating my shoulder blades, and then as I pull down, contracting my lats and bringing those shoulder blades together behind me. So I'm stretching, contracting. Now even when I stretch up, you want to keep your shoulders as far away from your ears as you can. So think about feeling that big stretch in your lats, then pull, contract and pause at the bottom. Again, think about where you're feeling it. We're going to superset that with a dumbbell pullover on the bench. So just picking the dumbbell up, slight bend in the elbows the whole time, stretching back just as far as you feel comfortable and then bringing it forward. Again, you're primarily going to feel this through your lats. Don't rush this movement guys, go nice and controlled. After you've completed your reps, just pop the dumbbell down, have your rest. That's your first set complete. Moving on to our next exercise, we're doing seated row. So again, always thinking about the shoulder blades. The more you can get your shoulder blades to stretch apart and come together, the more you're going to work your back muscles. So that movement's really, really important here, guys. Again, keeping your shoulders down. You want them away from your ears. If you're hunching up, you're not going to be doing this correctly. So thinking about separating your shoulder blades as far as you can. When you go forward and you go back, bring them as close together as you can. Straight after your set here, we're going into our superset, which is a bent over row with a barbell, and we're going to be doing a wide grip to hit our upper back and rear delts. Our elbows are going to be going out to the side and as wide as you can, and the bar is going to sit just below your chest line at the top of the movement. Making sure your elbow and wrist are in line with each other. So after you've completed all your sets here, we're moving on to our glute exercise, which is hip thrusts. So for the setup here, the corner of the bench is sitting right where like your bra strap would be. You want to have your knee and ankle joints in line with each other. You're going to drop your bum towards the ground, push through your heels, drive through your hips and squeeze your bum the whole way. So just to show you the difference here guys, this is wrong, so do not do it this way. You'll see I'm actually bending and arching my back too much and trying to keep my head back. So a lot of this movement just now is in my lower back. That's wrong. Scoot yourself up. You're going to drop your bum. As your bum drops, your upper body comes up. As your hips go up, your upper body goes back. So after all of your sets there, we're ready for the core work. So first one, straight arm crunch. I'm using a disc here. You can use a dumbbell, a medicine ball, anything as long as you're getting a resistance in there. So this is a small movement. As I'm lifting and crunching up, you're going to exhale. As you go down, you're going to inhale. At the bottom, keep your shoulder blades off the ground. Straight after that, we're going to our next exercise, which is a reverse crunch. Now, it's really important when you do this exercise that you don't swing your legs. You have to lift and lower using your abdominals for this to be effective. Now on the way back, you'll notice I'm trying to go as slow as I can. So here I'm trying to resist the movement back. This is really going to work those lower abs. Moving on to exercise 3, which is a sit-up press. Again, don't swing. So when I come up, you'll notice the weight stays above my chest. You don't want to swing that weight back and cheat using that to help you lift. Use those abs. That's what we're here for. Fourth exercise is a twist crunch. Make sure that you're rotating both shoulders to face one side then the other and not just the hands. You can have your feet up or down, totally up to you. So our fifth exercise of this circuit is a hip drop, working our sides or our obliques. So you're going to drop the hip down, lift up as high as you can. You can either do this option or you can put your knees down on the ground like I'm showing you here. You're still going to feel this, believe me. So from a different angle, just showing you here, guys. Drop the hip as low as you can and lift. So after you finish your sets on this one, that's you done one circuit, you're going to have a quick rest, then complete that circuit again for a total of 3 rounds to finish today's workout.